Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. That was 10 minutes of me screwing around. So, how was your 4th of July? I hope everything was good. Thanks. I'm sorry that we're so incredibly late here at the compound. I'm going to spare you. I'm going to tell you this. We had a meeting with the kids from Romeoville over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure we had it all squared away and taken care of. And apparently that is not the case. And now I'm going to have to yell at those kids again. I'm not exactly happy about the amount of money I pumped into my sound this week. So, and none of it works. It's great. The monitors worked. However, the sound did not. I'll get to the waiting room in a second. I have a couple of friends who are going to join with me. Hey, my agent's here. Steve Smith is here. Everybody's here. Hey, Todd Cole's here. He's right across the pool. My good friend Todd. We got lots of viewers tonight. First of all, I can't apologize enough for these screw-ups at the beginning. I have a million excuses for them. I'll be posting them in the bio afterwards to let you know exactly what's going on. Someone pointed out the shirt. Thank you very much. I wore this in honor of our guests today. We have two guests that I met on Carnival Cruise Lines, and they're going to be joining me here actually pretty quickly. Besides that, I hope you had a good 4th of July. I hope no one's house burned down. I hope nothing went horribly south. I hope you had a good time. If you lit illegal fireworks, keep it to yourself. Don't mention it on the internet here because you can all get, you can. I'm a cop. I'll be honest with you. I'm like a Fed. So there you go. Lots of people have the shirt. Wow, lots of people tune in. Hi, Robin. The Runions are here. Hi, it's good. I miss you guys so much. It was a whole week off. I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed your week. There's so much, not a lot going on here in California. We're pretty much locked down again. I don't know if you know that. They closed the bars and the beaches. Beaches were closed for 4th of July, so that was very entertaining. So the girls and I sat in the front room and threw sand at each other. That's what we did. That's how we enjoyed our 4th of July weekend. Also, I did Uber Eats, which is a lot of fun. I've been doing Uber Eats to make money on the side. This is a little something I recommend. Wow, Paulie's mom is here too. Holy cow! I got a lot of pressure on me today. It's too bad the first 12 minutes of the show were a train wreck. I did a little Uber Eats this week to make a little cash on the side. Between that and that's about it. Here in California, you can't go out and go anywhere. You can't do anything, which I can deal with. I'm okay with not going anywhere here in California, but I'm a little tired of the videos and the PSAs and the announcements from the celebrities and the actors that are explaining to me on TV when I'm watching them. They're explaining how important it is to stay home, and they're recording that video in between their 3 pools with their nanny behind them and their cook, and they're saying how, dang, I know how hard it is to stay home during this time. And I'm like, you don't know. You have no idea what it's like I'm in an apartment with 2 teenage girls, dude. Just me in 2 rooms. You have like a whole lot of land. I don't like hearing those videos. And then later that night, I'm out delivering Uber Eats at 2:30 in the morning to make money on the side. You know what I mean? You're making deliveries at 2:30 and you get out of the car and like say, I forgot my mask, and the other guy I'm delivering to, he forgot his mask. So we're walking around with shirts over our heads like this, just screaming at each other, going, hey, I got your cheeseburger. He's like, I'm over here. Where you at? Trying to find him. He's right. Marco Polo. Here you go. Hey, it's good. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Did you bring the drinks? Damn it. So that's pretty much my evenings. So there we go. San Diego closed down starting tomorrow. Wow, I didn't see that either, man. Texas, everything's closing down. This is all right, guys. Put your masks on. I guess that's helping. Put on your mask. I thought I didn't feel good over the weekend. I thought I had the Rova. Was that what they're calling it? The Rova, the Corona, the COVID. I can't remember what they're calling it. But I thought I'm so paranoid. I'm the type of guy like I can read symptoms and find those symptoms in my body no matter what. Like if they were like your ovaries are swollen, I'd be like, oh, my ovaries don't feel good, and I would go to a doctor. That's me. But I checked they have an online data thing. Here's the thing. I don't know if you try to do this yet. I go through Kaiser, which they're great. When you go through Kaiser, you have a little thing you do online, and you fill out a survey, and they go answer these questions, and they give you a list of 25 different symptoms and things, and I had like none of them. Zero. Zip. So they just said, go lay down. That's all they told me. Vince, my 4th was good, man. My 4th was a lot of fun. Let's get to it, man. Let's do it. Since I spent 10 minutes trying to plug in a brand new microphone, let's bring my guests in here, folks. My guests, I don't know if they need introduction or not, but I'm proud to have them here. I'm glad to have them here. A couple, they have actually watched the show over the last few weeks. I've worked with both of them on cruise ships as cruise directors. They're great gentlemen. They're fun. They're from entertainment. Let's bring them in right now. My buddy Paulie V and Josh Waitzman. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Bam. There you go. Oh, look, there's Josh. Oh, look, there's Paulie.
Hey.
I got that.
Can you hear me?
Let's do this the right way. Oh, hang on, guys. It's all going to be good. There we go. I got it. It works. I can hear you guys. Shut up. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I got that.
Oh, we can't hear Josh.
I can hear Josh. I can hear both of you.
I don't know. I can't hear Josh.
No, that's on you. That's on you. I can hear you.
How do we hear him? He's got his mute button in the bottom corner.
Who does he? Oh, yeah, you're muted, Josh. Don't mute. Juice, you got to unmute yourself.
Okay, what about now? How about
there you
now?
go.
Listen, Paulie V was on my team. I couldn't tell you how many times, and he never listened to me back then. So I'm just, it's kind of like bringing back old times.
I know.
I never listened, ever.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Dude, I had the sound of my Facebook on while I was talking to you on Zoom, and I think my head's going to explode. Hold on. I actually heard 9 different audio versions of that conversation. That was really awkward and weird. Okay, I think we're good.
This is great. See what homeschooling does, all these Westview middle school kids?
Yeah, I'm not happy with these kids at all.
Yeah.
What the okay, bam. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, okay. It literally took me I'm so pissed I took a whole week off to get all this stuff down. Like I updated my sound. I tested it all week. I got a new page. I'm like, yeah, I had a new opening, a new graphic. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna rock this out. None of it went right. Nothing
Was
went
this
right.
a sale at Radio Shack?
No, it wasn't. I went high school. I went Guitar Center, man. I went top shelf for everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I got good stuff, man. I think it's user error.
I think that's a Mr. Microphone in front of you, isn't it?
This one is now because this one that I spent all the money on didn't work. That's the old Shure 58, man. So
yeah,
there's something wrong with the setup or something. I'm not sure what it is.
Go to the $14.99 Kmart special there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? After I've been doing this now for 2 months, the only thing that works is that $18 microphone that I bought like 5 years ago. I plugged it in when nothing else worked. I'm a little surprised. So
that's right.
So there we go. Gentlemen, how are you, man? Thanks for being here.
What's going on, Lenny?
Not much, man. Hang on. Let's close this. Let's move this. I got to be able to see the comments. There we go. All right. Talk to me, man. First of all, Josh, I went through, I have clips to show everyone of all you guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'll get to some of them in a second. First, let's touch base and see where you guys are at. What's going on, Josh? Let's start with you, brother. Are you back in Chicago somewhere?
No way, man. I'm still at home. I'm right between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I retired. You probably know I retired from ship life when my daughter was born at the end of 2016.
Right.
I'm right into the office as a PVP, so personal vacation planner. And I've been, instead of entertaining in front of stages and hosting your show, I couldn't tell you how many times, now I get to help people find the right cruise, and I talk them through how to have an amazing time. So it went from entertainment to being stuck at a desk in a cubicle. I called it my officle.
Your officle?
Yeah, I called it my officle. It was my amazing officle. But we've been virtual now since all this crap has gone down,
right.
Since March. But I've had the virtual office set up for a couple of years now. So it went from just working at home on weekends and late nights to now I haven't left my damn desk in 4 months.
You look. How many chairs have you gone through? Are you going through office chairs like crazy?
My poor damn chairs, man. Office Max loves me. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I just bought a new one, and I got to upgrade. I got to imagine the three of us are pretty big dudes, so I'm working these chairs down pretty well right now. This is a brand new chair. It's already broken. You can hear it make noises.
This is like,
and stuff.
You should change this to the offensive line show. That's what
yeah, we could easily, if you want to run, we could block. We can make a hole up the middle right now. The three of us, not a problem.
That's right. There should be some technology here to make us thin.
I would, you know what? I can't even get the sound right, Paulie. Are you really think I can get some sort of special effect to make us look handsome and thin? That's not going to happen. This is the best I can do.
That's
I
right.
got news for you. So, all right, Paulie, where are you at, man? You're out here in California, right? Are you up near Pepperdine or where you living at?
I'm over in Agora Hills, so about 20 minutes away. Oh, and someone decided this is a good time to come to my house. So that's my dog.
Oh, well, right on.
Should I let him in? See who it is?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's
go for
all
it.
right,
What's
all right? Yeah, why not?
This
Let's
isn't
see
like
who it
a
is.
professional place. Go for it.
Yeah, let me see who's here.
Josh and I will talk while you're out there running away.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's a lot of lighthouses where he lives in California. I don't know about that.
He's the only guy with a green screen background, and he picks up over like New England.
I at least have the beach thing going on. I feel like I'm in the South Pacific or something. That gives me a glimmer of hope throughout the day that one of these days we're going to be able to get back on
on a ship. Yeah, right. I got every time like you, brother. I like that vision. His is more like if I was in a ship and I saw that, I'd be screaming for the alarms. You know what I mean?
Dear Lord, we're about to hit shore, man.
Hard port turn, hard whatever they call it. Hard port turn, steer port, trying thing in the water.
Too funny.
So how's the family? You've been with the family the whole time?
Family's good.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is an essential employee, so she works at an assisted living facility down here, and you talk about all the stuff going on, and they're closed to outsiders. She goes to work in the morning like in a hazmat suit.
Oh, geez. Yeah, right.
I mean, she has to wear like the duckbill mask thing, and she's got gloves, and they're more susceptible to the stuff going on right now. So,
yeah, right. Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Kudos. I don't know how she does it, and same thing for nurses and doctors and everybody out there. I mean, kudos to everybody. I got friends, and I'm talking to thousands of people over the last couple months, and if this is my little niche in the world is giving people something to look forward to and helping them book their vacations and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I'll walk them through it. I mean, I'm not on the front line like these people, but God bless them. But if this is my little niche, it's not a bad gig.
No, it's a good gig. Plus, those people need people like you, dude. You know what I mean? The frontline people need. That's why things like entertainment and at least hope for cruise lines. I get a lot of people that watch the show and tune in. Let me rephrase. I get people that tune in a lot, and they're all a lot of them are cruise people. They're all waiting for cruises to come back and thinking about it, trying to be positive, and everybody's got their own job, their own crap they got to deal with, and the only thing that's getting people through it, I think, is really trying to think about when it's over. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Yeah, and the crazy thing is, everybody I talk to, you're like, I feel so bad for Carnival. I feel bad for the cruise industry. You know what? Right now, yeah, excuse the language, it sucks, right? Things are tough. They don't really know what's going on. They're following the CDC regulations and everything. But you know what? As soon as we start sailing, people are booking 2021 and 2022 cruises. They can't wait to get out of Dodge, man. They're like, I've been cooped up. I hate my wife. I hate myself. I hate my dog. I hate everybody. And by the way, if it wasn't for Uber Eats and you, I would be starving right now.
Yeah.
So they're like, I got to get on a cruise. I have something to look forward to. I can't wait for it. And so I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But damn, man, it's world's upside down.
Who's first of all, I'm going to give a shout out to some people that are tuning in that you guys might know. Casey Castine is here. She was on the show a few weeks ago, and she stopped in and said hello. There was someone else I saw. A lot of cruise people. The Runnions are on here. You guys may or may not know them. They've seen me on ships a few times. There's Paul, I think, or Josh, somebody's mom's on here. Paul, I think your mom's.
My mom is here. She said it was Uber Eats at the door. It wasn't Uber Eats.
Oh, was that your mom?
They were selling Amway products.
That's your mom throwing you under the bus right there. Is that Uber Eats again, son? Maybe you should stop ordering those Subway sandwiches.
Well, I was trying to figure out. I heard you in your intro. You were saying how you were making money doing Uber Eats.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm losing money doing Uber Eats.
Are you really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
I'm just buying too much food. So
hey, who knows? Maybe I'll stop by one day this week.
How great would that be?
Dude, I'm not that far away. Trust me, dude. Yeah, that'd be great if I delivered
left
Uber Eats
out
to you.
here. Oh my God, third wheel. What's going on? Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Well, you're dude. You're not in my delivery area. I got news for you. I'm not going to be zipping over to Fort Lauderdale anytime soon.
You don't want to right now.
He's got the LA market cornered.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of all of the biggest outbreaks and all the craziness, and they're shutting everything down right now. They opened everything up, bars, restaurants, everything. Now everything shut down. Like they're shutting it all down.
They did it here. They did it here a few days ago, man. I read an interesting story, which is this is kind of shitty. I mean, everybody's getting slammed by this. You know what I mean, on some level. but they were talking about these restaurants and the bars, and they were complaining about having to close down again. And people are going, well, you got to close down. It's the right thing to do. But some people don't understand. I know this from coming from the restaurant business. All these restaurants turn around and pumped a bunch of money into moving the store around and buying masks and putting up plexiglass and doing all this. They really put a lot of money into remodeling and getting everything together. And then after a week, they shut them down. And these guys are standing there go, well, now I just spent like another $9,000 trying to get my store ready to go. And they just shut out of the blue. They shut you down. That's just a sad story I had to tell. That's all. Yeah. Hey, Margaret Hobbs is here. I thought that was Merle Hobbs. Sorry. I got excited for a second. Margaret, are you related to Merle?
Hi, Margaret. I love you.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Okay. Margaret, I'm sure you guys, Paulie, there's your mom, right? Is it your mom, Lynn?
Lynn, yep.
Okay. So your mom's here and Margaret's here. And then Vince Mulligan's here. That's one of my friends. There we go. We all have friends here. This is what I need to have more people on the show more often. This way I have more people tuning in. I get your friends here. So, all right, man, I'm going to show this clip just because.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, this is the best intro.
You know who else I saw was here, too? I wanted to give him a shout out was Craig Johnson is here.
Oh, Craig Johnson. All right.
Hey, sexy Craig. What's up, buddy?
All right, let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Let's give it some sort of shot. All right, man. This is one of the best. It's Paulie. Let's just leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. This is Paulie.
Well, a very, very good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paulie V, your guy in the sky, your cruise director here. And of course, I want to welcome you all on board the beautiful Carnival Ecstasy. Come on along. Are you guys ready to party? Let's go. Woo.
Oh, boy, my. You know that part? Oh, yeah. That's good. And that's why we call him Happy Feet.
Dude, that's good. That works for me.
That's
I love
awesome.
that. Dude, first of all, I only play that because of the first clip with the ocean over the logo. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It cost me $5. That was that Fiverr app. Did you ever hear of Fiverr?
No.
Literally, I don't know who does it, but I paid some guy and he made that for me. It was $10. It was $5 for the logo and then $5 to put it in the video.
Wow, that's really cool looking. I like that water effect. That's the best.
Yeah, it was real cool.
Paulie, how much would it cost for you to jump up and do an encore of your walk again? Can you do the walk for me?
The moonwalk?
I'll cash app you $5 right now if you do it for us right on the show.
Dude, I'll Venmo you another $5. Let's go.
I feel like if we got to get $250 for St. Jude, for a group for St. Jude. I'll do it before the end of the show.
$10 in. And I'll throw another $10 in if you take off your shirt. I'm just saying.
Ooh, I'll throw in 20 if you leave the shirt on.
That's right. Yeah, ain't nobody wants to see that.
Oh, all right, man. Who else? Go on. My friend Mike Garcia is here. All right, good. He's here. He's awesome. So, Josh, I do your Facebook page, man. First of all, I spent a lot of time looking for my favorite video, which is the training video, and you can't find that anywhere.
Thank God.
I wish I could. That's my favorite video. It played on the channel. For those of you that don't know, if any crew member knows this, it's a training video about how to lift stuff. And it played on the crew channel TV forever, I think, for like 7 years.
12 years. If I only got royalties from that piece of... It was me pretending to blow on my back, picking up a laundry bag.
You're the best actor in the world. I love the walking in with the thing. I think we should stay to watch the video. The sad part of the end when he's
every time I walked on another ship, I was on 24 Carnival ships in my 13 and a half years at sea. And every time I walked on, hey, you're that guy that messed up his back, aren't you? You're the guy that with the laundry bag. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what I'm known for.
That's what it is. What you're known for. They don't call you Big Sexy for nothing. That's where that
right.
nickname came from, brother.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, that's the best. All right, well, since we're on the conversation of videos, hold on, Josh. I got multiple videos of you.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Trying to decide which one I want to play.
Well, I think everybody's favorite is if you put in Big Sexy Falls. It's because there was already 2 people that requested it.
I was gonna say it's in the chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me wiping out on stage at Hasbro the Game Show. You'll have to fast forward it to about 1:10 in, and I face plant walking across stage. My foot hits a lip of one of the little the Hasbro mats on stage, and I went flat down and bounced right back up like a champ, man. I bounced.
Is it on Facebook or is it on
YouTube?
Yeah,
I think
YouTube Big Sexy Falls. I think that's what everybody wants. Everybody's looking for it right now.
Far be it from me to not give the people what they want.
But it's okay, because I know there's a lot of other incriminating videos of myself.
Well, I was gonna go with the Metallica one. That's I saw that one, and then there's
That one's not bad.
that's a pretty good one. Let's try. Let's see if I can find Big Sexy Falls, because no, I want to see Big Sexy.
Did you find it? I could put it in the chat if you didn't find it.
I think I'm.
Paulie, I can't
Oh,
moonwalk.
Here we
but I
go.
think Metallica.
I got it. Let me get
Just
it up.
fast forward it to
Let me
about
fast-
1:10.
Let me find the right moment.
Oh my God.
All right, hold on. We're about 1 minute in.
This is the greatest video.
This is
Oh,
like one,
that must be it. Oh, dude.
I'll never live it down.
I can see why everybody loves this video so much. Okay, well, let's go to it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment and let's check out a little bit of Big Sexy Falls. Let's see if we can get this done right without screwing it up. I feel confident, so here we go.
Oh dear Lord.
Or maybe just maybe.
Dude, I love the recovery. It's money.
Or maybe just maybe. This time, the red team.
Dude, one more time. Dude, like nothing even happened.
Or maybe just maybe. This time, the red team.
Boom, he's down.
Oh, that is the best. That is the best recovery I've ever seen.
And that,
was
ladies and gentlemen,
awesome.
that's the reason why we had safety drills on board Carnival Cruise Lines.
That's exactly why they picked you for that video, too.
The next day, the safety officer came down to talk with me and filled out a report, right? This is what they do on board, right? I had to fill out a whole report. So did you hurt anything? Did you bash your leg, your face? I go, no, just the ego. He goes, I don't know what that is, but I don't see it. I'll put it in the report.
Wait, did you just say the Italian guy didn't know what the ego was?
He goes, I don't, what is that? Is it on your knee? What is the ego?
What
I
is
can
the
never
ego?
forget it. The guy didn't know what an ego was.
He probably thought you lost your waffles.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that recovery. Is the best. That is the coolest thing ever.
You were up so quick.
Dude, that was the best. It happened so fast. I looked away for a second, looked back, and he was back up. And I go, wait, did I miss it? What happened? I go back, play it again.
And I had people the next show, because that was the first of 2 that we did during the cruise. The next show, the lounge, the main theater, and it was always, it was pretty busy. But the next one, it was standing room only to get to Hasbro the Game Show. People thought it was part of the show. Like, hey, you didn't wipe out this time. What the heck? I only came to see you wipe out on your face.
They thought you were like a bigger Chevy Chase. That's what they were
Yeah,
expecting
like,
to
what
see.
the hell? What do you think? You think I do this for a living? Come on now.
Dude, you gotta go. The cruise director takes a nosedive. Just
I'm
out of the
telling-
blue.
I'm telling you, it reminds me. I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago on the podcast with Troy, but I was in my first contract and was helping him with a proposal, and I was sitting in the front row of the Liberty in the theater, and was carrying up a bucket full of champagne and totally tripped on my way up the stairs and took Troy through the curtain.
Oh, right. I've heard that story. I've heard that story.
Oh my God.
Now, I've done one of those before where I can't remember the ship. I want to say I was on the one of the fantasy class ships, and they introduced me, and I come up from stage right, and running up the stage as they go, Lenny Schmidt. I walk up and I trip and I fall, and my shin hits the top of the stairs, and I fall. I face plant, and it's right before the show. So I get up and and I jump up, you know, and I finish the 30. I'm doing the 30-minute show, and during the show for 30 minutes, I can feel my calf swelling, and I'm like, oh my God, this doesn't feel good at all. Like, this can't be good. And I was working with J.R. McCullough. I think J.R. McCullough. That's not right. I think it was working. So I get off stage, and his wife was there at the time. I get off stage, and it's like, how's your leg? I go, it hurts really bad. And I lift up the pant leg, and it was not good. It was really, and they're like, you need to go to medical. I'm like, oh, all right, no problem. And then when I flew home, it got all messed up, and I had to go to the hospital. I mean, it was really, I messed it up pretty bad, you know? But the thing, like, it was one of those things, like, do you ever get an injury on your shin, and it actually hurts worse than it
worse.
is? Yeah, but I go to the doctor, and like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, it looks like it's going to fall off. There's nothing wrong with it. They go, just go home. Go home and take some aspirin, you big baby. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go home, whatever.
Well, listen, if you went to the medical center when you were on the ship, they would have just given you Theraflu. They give you the handfuls of the Secrets, and then the Alka-Seltzer, and they tell you to gargle with the Alka-Seltzer. I'm like, for a leg? They go, yeah, it'll help. It'll be good. Everything you go to at the medical center, if anyone has ever gone to a medical center on board, the doctors there, I don't know, are questionable, I could say. There's some really good ones, but everyone I went to was like, oh my God, I got a cough, I got a sneeze. Here's some Theraflu.
There you go.
Oh my God, my ankle hurts. Here's some Theraflu.
Yeah.
Listen, my head just fell off. Oh, here's some Theraflu.
I'll give you the night one and then the day one sometimes. So you got them all, and you walk out with these, like, the aluminum packets of stuff. Like, that's all they have in there.
Right. Well, anyway.
You have bones sticking out of your body.
Here's some Theraflu.
Here's some Theraflu. You're going to figure it out. Where are we at? So, Paulie, are you staying up there? Are you going to go back to ships at all? Or are you going to stay where you're at up there at Pepperdine, man?
No, I think the plan right now is to stay at Pepperdine. I enjoy it a lot. It's a great university, and it's a lot of fun. So we're having a good time with it. I don't know if when I went to answer the door, if Josh told the story or not. So I went from ships I did go shoreside for about 3 days. I was a PVP in training for about 3 days right before I got offered the Pepperdine gig. So I was the like world's shortest PVP. I didn't even make it through training.
He goes for interviews. All the managers come to me. They go, Josh, we love this guy, Paulie V. Right? We love this guy. He's got the shit personality. You know, he's got the panache. He would be great. I'm like. They're like, we just want to confirm with you. Do you think he would be good at this job? It would be amazing. I stuck my neck out. This guy would be incredible.
I felt so bad.
Oh, that's great.
This guy is going to be the best PvP ever, right? It's 3 days into his training, like I'm like, hey, where's Paulie? Oh, he's gone.
What do you mean gone?
What the hell? I just totally stuck my neck out. Like, this guy was going to be amazing, and then they look at me and. From there on out, they haven't asked me a question about it.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. You only get one screw up like that to reference somebody.
I know. I had to go to Malibu, though. I had to take Malibu.
Yeah, you can't blame. That's not bad. You can't
really. I would have done the same thing. Paulie and I, we had some conversations. You know, I would have done the same thing. You know, I get it.
I didn't know you were up there. I'm surprised. I know it doesn't surprise me you're up there and you haven't told me, because if I was up there, I wouldn't be telling people either. I don't want anybody coming by to see me in Malibu. That's Shangri-La, man. I love it up there. My daughter loves it. We drive through Malibu maybe a couple times a week. My
youngest great.
Loves it up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, what a great place to wake up, dude. Pepperdine's such a beautiful campus too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's right there. It's nice, man.
I don't know how any of the students get anything done.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have let me in that school if I was in my 20s. You know what I mean?
I'm shocked they let me on every day.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that would have stopped at the door. I don't think. You're more of a JUCO guy. I go, what do you mean? Okay, whatever. Josh, how are you surviving out baseball? I know you're a big Cubs guy, right?
A huge. If I panned around my room, you'd see all my Cubs merchandise.
Don't do it. I'm a White Sox guy, so don't do it.
Who? Never heard of them.
Yeah.
They still have a team on the south side?
They are, yeah, they're professional. They're professional.
Okay.
I know where you're going with that.
I know there was a minor league team down on the south side somewhere, but I haven't. I don't know.
Oh, the jokes keep coming. Okay. All right.
No, you know what? I have mixed. I actually have mixed feelings. I'm the biggest baseball fan on the planet, right? But I have real mixed feelings about this. What's going to be going on this year? Some of the rule changes. I'm glad they're starting baseball up. It's going to give people something to cheer on and do and look forward to. And you know, but it's 60 game seasons. They're changing all the rules. They're changing the divisions. There's a lot of stuff. You know, extra innings. There's going to be a man starting on second base. Everybody's going to the DH. You know,
Are you serious? Is that really happening? That second base thing?
that's happening.
Sounds
That's
like you're
really
making stuff up now. You're like, there's going to be a tree in center field. Wait, what?
That's why I have mixed feelings about all this stuff going on. I don't, you know, I'm glad baseball's starting up. I don't know what's going to happen with the season.
Well, I'm dying. First of all, Paulie, I don't know if you're a big sports guy at all, but
Not in the slightest.
dude, okay. Well, we're gonna lose you for just a few seconds here because I've been having a hard time the last 3 months with no sports at all, like none. It's been making me crazy. I actually watched the hot dog eating contest the other day that I never watch.
That's my kind of sport.
I hate that. I hate that sport so much. It makes me so ashamed every time I shake my head, hang my head in shame. Like, I can't believe this is on television. I can't believe other people in the world. This is people across the world are starving. You know, there's people who Joey Chestnut ate 75 hot dogs the other day. You know how many cities would kill for 75 hot dogs right now somewhere? He's shoving them down his throat like they're lozenges. And it was so weird this time because they normally do it on the at Coney Island at the big. It's an outdoor thing and it's crazy. And now it was nothing. It was inside a studio and there's plexiglass and everybody's separated. I would almost die like when they're going to bring it. Like I'm not a big basketball guy, but when they were going to bring basketball back, I was so pumped. I'm like with no competitive sports, I'm losing my mind a little bit. I take it back. It was like, it's hard at the beginning, but now I almost don't think about it that much. So I think they have to be careful. I think baseball has to be careful because they held out for so long to come back. Like if they get, because after a few months of people not watching sports, I got to think that some people are going to be like, wow, we don't care, whatever. You know what I mean? We don't like people be like you, Paulie. They won't really care that much about sports.
Well, they just got done watching 3 months worth of marble racing and cornhole tournaments. So
dude, they should replay all that footage from those Lido Deck cornhole tournaments now. Those are coming. I'd watch that.
That's right.
There's nothing competitive on TV. I got to watch something. My girls and I are watching reality TV just so I can see somebody win something. It's very annoying. It's making me crazy. Who else is here? Mike Norris would rule. All right. So, all right, man. Everybody wants to see. I'm getting requests nonstop for, now people are fighting over the Sox and the Cubs, and they're misspelling socks. I hate when people do that. They're doing that on purpose now.
You started it, brother. You started it.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, you know what? With that, since we're going to do that. We're going to go show a little Metallica. Let's go to Metallica. I'm not going to waste any more time. Yeah, sorry. I don't care.
just switch the conversation.
So I guess we're seeing Enter Sandman, baby.
Yeah. The only thing better than that rocking out video is watching this shot of people walking out of the room as you're singing.
yeah.
The best part is people are getting up and wandering.
Grandma walking by with their walker.
They're walking in. They're coming this way.
I knew you'd correct me. Thank you very much. Hey, you know that room.
Lenny.
You know that room. They were coming in, you jerk.
You're like, isn't this the piano bar?
Yeah, just the best. Yeah, I love that. That was the best. So Josh, what do you got coming up? I know you got cruises set up all the time. You got different, every once in a while you go out and do a cruise because you still, here's the thing that, like cruise directors, I don't know, you know, if you don't cruise, people don't know this, but, you guys are celebrities on the ship. Everybody knows you and people cruise because they know you guys particularly. And every once in a while, how many a year were you doing? And do you have anything planned coming up as far as a cruise?
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny you say that. Big Sexy Flashback Voyage and number 3. This was
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see the promo. I can't, I don't know, I can't see. All right.
This was, believe it or not, it's just coincidence. I actually just had it on today. Right?
Sure.
But half my gear is Big Sexy Flashback t-shirts, right?
I was going to say it's coincidence. He wears that same shirt every day.
Well, he's probably got 2 cases of them.
No, you know what? When I got off the ships, I mean, here's the thing. I started on ships because I had cruised a whole bunch of times before, and I always loved it, and it's always something that I wanted to do. So when I started on, you know, I'm still a cruise fan, right? The thing was, when I got off the ship, I was like, oh man, I miss it. You know, some people get off and like, I am done. I don't want to. I miss it. I loved being out at sea. I love the action. I love the entertainment portions. I love doing what I did, right? Which is why I still wanted to stay with Carnival when I got off the ship, and I ended up as a PVP. I still love talking cruising. I make a living by talking cruising all day. That's not a bad gig.
No,
right?
Pretty good, dude. Yeah.
Not a bad gig, but you know, after 13 and a half years at sea and 24 different Carnival ships, I still do 2, 3, 4 cruises a year since I've gotten off. And just because I love it so much. People think I'm crazy, but you know, but 1 cruise a year. I do a Big Sexy Flashback Voyage. This year, hopefully, it's going to go out. I know there's people actually are watching this right now that are scheduled and are on this cruise with me.
Yeah, November 6th. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that correct? Or
November 7th this year on the Breeze. And then for 2021, I already announced the new ship, the Carnival Mardi Gras. It's going to be November 6th of next year.
Oh, man, that's sweet. That's great.
Yeah, we had scheduled almost 200. It was almost 270 people. There's going to be some cancellations. People are nervous about what's going on right now, but you know, I'll probably still have 200 to 250 people going. I got to go back and look. Next year, I already have 100 people that are booked on this thing. So it's just getting bigger and bigger every single year. And I got to be honest, I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody else. I just love it. It scratches an itch. It lets me get back out at sea and hang with some awesome people. And I got like a cruise family. I know it sounds cheesy and cliche, but I made so many great friends. It was the best part of what I did for all those years, right? I met so many awesome people, crew and guests. You know, I got somewhere to crash no matter where I go in the entire world, you know, which is great.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
I'm sure at some point my wife will kick me out and I could just go crash with somebody I know.
Do you host events when you're on that, or you just kind of hang with people?
I do. It depends on the cruise director, right? Like, so I had Felipe was my cruise director on the first one. And you know, like each one, like the cruise directors have been pretty awesome. So they let me do a few events. I did a couple morning shows. I did some meet and greets. I schedule shore excursions. We have all kinds of giveaways. I mean, it's just, I do it because I love it. You know, it's just kind of my thing. So
it seems like a perfect scenario for everyone on a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like you get to, plus you come back maybe 3 or 4 times a year. You're fresh. You know what I mean? You're all excited to be there. You're back on a ship, and you're right. You got a cruise family. Each one of us have met numerous people on ships that every time you walk on a ship, you're like, hey, what's up? And you spend 4 or 5 days with them. And then a cruise director would love to have you around because then you're both working together now. You're hanging out, and it's more fun than work now. You know what I mean? That's always been more fun than work, the entertainment part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I try to take a back, you know, I try to step back a little bit. You know, I don't want to step on any toes, but you know, like depending on the cruise director, I'll do a few things here and there. I haven't really turned down too much stage time in my life. So if they say, hey, come and join me,
it seems weird. Right. It seems like you wouldn't really be a stage hog at all. That seems weird.
Do you know sarcasm is a sign of insecurity? I'm just saying, Lenny Schmidt.
Sorry, what? Is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sarcasm? I can't tell if you're being serious or sarcastic at all right now.
I was watching the video. Josh used to do like a clue, like Carnival Clue on board the ship, and I found the one with Calvin when you did it with you, me, and Cal. Oh, it was so great.
Did we hit the blast?
Were you the cat? Now in Clue, were you the guy? Were you the detective?
So Josh was the narrator.
Right. Okay.
So I did a different one. I put together my own Carnival.
Oh yeah, I love it already.
It was a Carnival Clue. It was the murder mystery, but I called it Carnival Clue. But they didn't like it because we didn't brand it to the actual Carnival. Yeah, everything was about the branding and everything.
Right,
so when they came and decided they were going to do their own branding and they contacted the Hasbro people, that was the end of that. They asked my help to kind of help them get the new one set up, but it was nothing like I had. The one that we put together, we could just do anything. It was just like let loose. This other one it's a little bit different. But I set up a whole thing. I had a whole video plan before it. There was people. We had the craziest, most PG-13 jokes that we could possibly muster up. Right? We had a plan.
Well, dude, I was telling the last time I did, I think on Casey's, I can't remember. I was talking to Troy. I think I was talking to Troy, and Paulie was messaging me. But the best Liars Club I ever did in my life was with you guys and Calvin. Yeah. And Consuela. Consuela Ivy was in it. I can't remember what ship we were on. It was maybe one of the funniest nights of my life. Yeah, I think it was a Pride too. It was that lower that 2 forward room downstairs kind of.
The room full of butterflies.
Yeah.
We both called it.
It might be one of the funniest nights of my life. It was so hard to stop laughing during that show between Calvin and then you and then Consuela and then Paulie. You played like annoyed through the whole thing. So it was just so perfect. It was really hard to not laugh. I would like pretend I was crying or something. I mean, it was painful. It was painfully funny.
That was great. I didn't enjoy that event as much without you guys. That was just a great panel.
Yeah, it was hard to do that one because every Liars Club after that was a little bit weaker. Every I have to be like, I want to do Liars Club. That sounds like a blast. About 10 minutes in, you're like, all right, okay. That's all right. Whatever.
Well, Calvin was amazing at that. That was Calvin's specialty. I mean, that guy. Oh my God, he was the funniest dude. Every time I heard the same spiel every single week, and every single week I was literally in tears.
That was the thing. You'd laugh at the same. You know what I mean? He had it so well timed. It was so
the whole
genius.
thing about the Eagles and the Eagles flying 10,000 feet in the air and nose diving and faking it, right?
Yeah. Well, I love he would drag out. My favorite thing was he wouldn't approach the word at all. He would they bring up the word. They go, all right, what's whatever, erectorine, full fart. What's full fart? And he would tell you a story about an eagle flying and the mountains and camping and all this shit, growing up part black and all and all these different things. And then he would put the microphone down and just sit back. And while you look at him like, Cal. He go, oh, I'm sorry, it's a big giant hat.
Oh, he was great. He was great. I think he's still with Carnival, right? Is he?
I don't know, Josh. You would know more than me. So he wasn't charged.
He was in last year.
Okay.
He was an entertainment director last year on the Horizon.
Last time I talked, he got the job of booking the comics. So he was the guy when Alex left. They put Cal in that position. So Cal was in the position of booking the guest entertainers because I talked to him a little bit during that time. I joked with him. I go, because I said, dude, you're in the office now. I go, what about Liars Club? He's like, oh, we do it in the office every Wednesday. Oh, okay. That's good for you. But I think I'm pretty sure he got either laid off or furloughed. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But I think he'll come back because he'd been around. He was so good at everything he did. He was really great. I mean, he was as an entertainment director, he was great. He was good at Liars Club and I liked working with him when he was booking the comics. I always liked working with somebody that booked the comics, that knew the comics, because I always thought that helped better. You know what I mean? That helped a lot. Because it's somebody who come in that didn't know the comics, they'd start booking people blindly, and you'd be like, all right, whatever, I guess, But and you guys know when you work the ships, it's like I always have this conversation with comics. We're doing stand-up on a ship is a lot different than working clubs and doing other stuff. And you guys know what entertainment on a ship is like. So if you can't, you got to be able to entertain on a ship, bottom line. And, you only get 1 or 2 chances to have a bad show. You could fall down. That's fine. They encourage that, the falling down. They're really they're happy about that. But, you got to be able to entertain pretty well. So it was great to work with Cal because he knew everybody and he knew everything. So it was great to deal with him.
Yeah. My favorite Cal story is he would host events and he just wouldn't bring up, prizes. He wouldn't bring up ships on a stick. He wouldn't bring up the medals or anything like that. So what would he do? He'd be hosting a competition and he would tell you, I didn't bring anything up. and he would go over to the buffet and grab like a plate of chicken tenders, and that would be his prize. You win a plate of chicken tenders.
Dude, he's so funny. He's like Bob Newhart funny. That kind of dry, just finding humor out of nowhere real quick, nonchalant. I love that type of comedy. It's the best, man. He was just really funny.
He's great.
Of course, now when he goes to give away a plate of chicken tenders, he's going to have to be wearing a mask and a thing. And
A hairnet.
9 people hand him the chicken tenders behind a steel door. And
things are going to be quite different, man. Things are going to be quite different once this all clears up. And, maybe for the better. I mean, nobody knows. I mean, they haven't really announced any official, new procedures and stuff. I mean, they're going to be taking temperatures. They're probably going to eliminate the self-serve buffets and whatnot. But, the cruising is about the shows. It's about the camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's about the people. It's about the parties, right? So, if you get rid of that, that.
Well, I think that I think all change is good, man. It makes us look at what we do, and it shows what kind of people we are in the face of adversity to be able to change. And cruising's not going anywhere, man. That's going to be around forever. I mean, people, and like I said, I know people that are watching this, they have cruises booked in November, and they're keeping their fingers crossed in December.
Yep.
And like next year, the numbers are way up for the 2021. People are booking like crazy. They can't wait. I always have this conversation. The only people that because I read the news about the ships and the COVID and all that stuff, and all the bad news and bad stories comes from people that have never been on a cruise or taken a cruise.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the cruise industry really we have this conversation a lot where they get a bad rap through this. There's no different. They're very similar to a hotel or a casino. So, when you're out at water, you get a lot of people on there. And when all this went down, I felt safer on a ship than I did on land. I was like, I'm good here. I'm fine. I'm surrounded by sanitizer. There's 9 people with squirt bottles. You know what I mean? The ships, there's people cleaning everywhere. I was real happy with that. That's cool.
Your bed's made every day.
Well, let's not get crazy. I wasn't doing it. Not my bed.
They didn't do the comics beds?
Well, you know what? There's an old if you hang the red sign on your door, they have a certain time they come by. Like our stewards would come by at a certain time.
Oh,
It's
you
like-
guys were always asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time, like for our floor, we were on the entertainment floor anyway, so they came by at night anyway. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it was me and like the soloist and the piano guy, and we're all in the same hallway. So the steward knew, well, if I come by at 8 o'clock, they're all going to be out for the night working or whatever. You know what I mean? So they'd always clean the room like at night. I always got it when I was at the gym at like 6, back when I used to go to the gym.
Jim, who's that?
Jim's the guy in the ship. He was great. He kept me in shape.
Did you see that? Lenny, both Paulie and I were like,
They had a Jim on board?
What'd you say? I think your sound went out again, dude. Did you say Jim? I don't know.
Where
what
was that in
means.
relation to the pizza?
It was nowhere near. It was nowhere near.
I was just looking back at the chat. I think it was Ted said he's got a picture of us doing Liars Club.
Yeah, I saw that. Ted mentioned
That's
that.
awesome.
That's the best.
oh my God.
It's not here.
Well, that's the thing. If I can quickly make a point about what you were talking about before, Lenny,
Yeah.
about the cruise
About
industry
the
and
gym?
stuff. I passed the gym thing. Yeah, the
He
gym
has no points about the gym, please.
It was like,
I wouldn't take any advice from Josh about the gym.
yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, my thing about the cruise industry, and I'm not to beat a dead horse about this, but they got to be really careful. People are like, why can't they sail? Flights are still going out. Malls are opening, bars and restaurants. There's events all over the country. They're starting to do rallies, and it's like, why can't you cruise? The cruising, they're more hygienic than anybody else. But the problem is, the media, and I believe this, the media is really, it's given us, there's a cross right on us. And if anything happens, right, if God forbid somebody comes off a ship and said, yeah, I was infected, I got sick, CNN will take it, and all of a sudden it's locusts and it's the world is ending, and the sky is falling and everybody's gonna die, and it's a zombie apocalypse. It's the Walking Dead C version. Right?
Yeah.
So they got to be very careful about when they come back, which is why they have pushed voluntarily, by the way, even further back than the date that was recommended, the September 15th date that was set by the Cruise Line International Association, CLIA. They
Right.
pushed it back to September 30th. They're not going to sail till October. And again, they have to be very careful about what they do. And again, I don't mean to be Debbie Downer on this stuff, but you know, this is a really, really crappy time, right?
Yeah.
This is just, it's really tough, and they have to be careful because if something happens on the ships, they love to run it. It's such amazing negative publicity for the news outlets that, you know, they just got to be careful. And I get it, and it's horrible, and I can't wait to get out there too. I just told you guys how much of a fan I am of being on the ships.
Yeah.
I think it was the right move. I think it was the right move to push it back a few months. You know,
I agree with you 100% because they, you know, they're good at this. You know what I mean? The cruise line, people want to complain about the cruise. First of all, I agree with you about the media 100%. I hate the media. They jump on one thing and they beat it into the ground and they talk about how horrible it is. And if you weigh the number of bad things that have happened on a ship to the number of ships that are at sea, it's always blown out of proportion every time. You know, they always constantly do this. So I think the cruise line's been down this road and they're so good at this. They're like, we're not going to screw this up. We're going to do this right. And they're going to open up the right way. So then when they open up, there's not going to be any problem. They'll be doubly prepared for anything. You know what I mean? So whatever happens, the cruise line industry is all set and ready to go.
Well, before this even happened, you know, they love to run with all these negative reports about somebody falling overboard, or there was, you know, somebody getting injured, or there was a fight. I mean, are you kidding me? Tens of millions of cruise passengers every single year all over the world.
How many people in any one day are on a ship? Do the math on one day.
Exactly. More people die every year by getting kicked by donkeys than on a cruise ship related incident. I mean, give me a break, right?
Did you do research for that one?
Listen, just go with it, okay? It sounds good.
No, it does. It sounds great.
Good.
I'm jealous you're more prepared for the show than I am. That's really good. More people die tripping on a stage than on a cruise ship. I'll tell you right now.
I see what you did right there. I see what you did.
Yeah. I played around.
Right.
One of the things I like, one of my funniest things I've ever seen in my life, there was a point in time when Carnival had a couple of ships that had some engine problems. The Triumph always had some sort of problem, but there was one ship, I want to say it was the Dream, that had problems in Nassau, and I was on a ship watching the news, and CNN jumps all over it, and they're talking to people getting off the ship in Nassau because they got to fly. They could either fly home or stay on the ship and take the extended trip home with no ports because they were missing an engine or something like that. So they interview these people and they go, "Aren't you really? This is terrible, right?" And they're like, "No, it's great. They comped our cruise. They comped our cruise. They flew us home. They give us a discount for another cruise." And people are like, "You're going to go again?" They're like, "Yes, this is the best ever." And it was the person after person after person. They were desperately trying to find anyone to complain. And it was nothing but people going, "Dude, they paid for everything. This is the best. This is the best vacation ever."
It was the same thing when the Triumph stuff happened back in
2011, 13,
the fire or the
the engines went out and they were at sea.
Oh, when it was stuck out there. Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
All those bullshit stories about,
Correct. And remember, you know, and the crew kept working, right? There was no power, you know, people are pooping into buckets and stuff. I mean, you know, again, too graphic and everything, but you know, it sucked. It was like camping on a cruise ship, right? And that's kind of what I associated it with. But when people were coming up and the crew members did all these extra shows and these activities and these events and all of this stuff, and they worked their butts off and they worked so hard. Everybody from the captain all the way on down were around and talking to guests and doing everything they can to make everybody comfortable and happy and everything. And I remember, I'll never forget this. There was a report, I think it was CNN. They loved to just crap on Carnival and cruise industry.
Yeah.
People were coming off, right? And there was a extended version of this. I think I saw it on YouTube. I think it's still on YouTube somewhere, of like the outtakes. Everybody, they were coming off. They were trying to interview someone to go, "Oh my God, it was horrible." You know, and some people are like, "Yeah, it wasn't fun, but the crew did an amazing job, and I'm not going to stop cruising, and they're giving us free cruises, and they're, you know, yeah, it was amazing." And there was one person that said, "Oh my God, I was scared for my life, and I thought I was gonna die." And everyone else was looking at them like, "What the heck?" And that's the one they ran with on the news. That's the one they ran with. Is the one person of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that just walked off and said the crew did an amazing job. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Yeah, it wasn't the typical cruise, but they did an amazing job, and we appreciate Carnival. We can't wait to come back. You know?
Yeah, right. It's the news is always happy to jump on the cruise ship line and just take shots at them. Also, I got to say this too, since this is the first time I've had two Carnival guys on here. Carnival was the first cruise line I ever worked for. So doing doing shifts and doing jokes and working on there, was always blown away at how well the crew worked on the ship all the time, let alone when something like that would come up. And I'm talking about, like, I've never been on during a situation with the Triumph, but I've been on several times when there's been deviations and hurricane situations, and how good they are to jump ahead of those hurricanes and deviate. I was always amazed how they somehow, first of all, the front office would somehow magistrate 8 ships in the Caribbean around a hurricane, but the crew would just step up, and they were some of the coolest people I've ever met in my life working those crews on Carnival. They're the hardest working, nicest people I've ever met, and it was always nice to be on those ships. It was always great. So I always enjoyed the crew bar. I always enjoyed the crew bar just because of the people, not the vodka, the people.
Yeah.
The vodka was a plus.
The vodka
people,
helped.
the vodka helped. But the people, they were amazing. Not to mention they were people from all over the world, and you learned a lot talking to them and hanging out with them. But and the hardest working people I've ever met, and they're nice 24 hours a day, and they were always there for the guests, and that always blew me away. You don't see that in hotels and stuff or anything anywhere. I mean, I saw it on a ship every single time.
I think that was the big difference, right? Especially with Carnival, is that the crew actually cared about the guests. And they wanted you to have a good time. They weren't just there to do their job. We could have all just, step and repeat. But we chose to be there for the guests and have a good time. And, how many times, Lenny, have you been called on where another comedian doesn't show up and you have to do 5 shows in one night just to cover because the comedian missed the ship and, has to get on in the next port,
Oh, that happened to last Kirk when I was down here with Kurt Benning. I was on the Triumph with Kurt Benning. We were sitting in the crew bar. I remember this night distinctly because the Triumph always had something wrong. They did that burlesque
Kirk was in the
show.
crew bar?
Yeah, I know.
No way.
I know.
Believe it.
I know. Seriously, I had to drag him in there. Anyway,
he ran out of Jack Daniels.
It's exactly why I was there. Yeah, he was like, "Damn it, let's go to the bar." Anyway. They did that burlesque show. They did a really cool burlesque show at the back of the ship in that room on. It was a great show. It was a magician. It was dancers. I mean, it was really fantastic. So, and the room is packed. It's it's burlesque, dude. It's a very cool show. So I'm sitting in the crew bar, and the Triumph, that room, there's always something wrong with something in that. There's always something going wrong on that ship. So the phone rings, and I'm off that night. And the second the phone rang, I knew exactly what it was. I knew the moment. I had a drink to my mouth, and ring. I'm like. I hear Kirk go, "Hello? Really? Yeah, he's right here." "Yeah, sure. No problem." Click. And he just looks at me and I go, "Should I go change?" He goes, "Yes, you better go change. You're doing a couple of shows." I'm, "Oh, thanks." So
that was a great impression, by the way. That was like spot on. Kudos to you.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of time drinking Jack Daniels. So it's not hard to pull that out. All right. Ted said that he sent the picture to my Facebook account, and I'm trying to find it. The one from Liars Club. Yeah, Ted, I don't know what you're doing. Should have sent it to someone else because I'm not prepared. You didn't send it to my messenger.
Ted's the man, by the way.
No, he's on top of it.
I cruised with Ted, I think, a few times.
Oh, that's not my. Oh, that's my. What is it?
Ted and I go way back. He's a really good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's excited about November, man.
Oh, yeah. This is I got the picture. He just sent it to me too. It's you and Consuela and Cal and me.
Damn it, that's it. That's the night. I want that picture. You gotta send me. I'm trying. He said he sent it. I'll find it tonight somewhere. I'm checking my Facebook accounts now.
I wish somebody filmed that because that was a great show.
Oh man, that was one of the best. That was really one of the cool. The best part. I mean, there's a million things about it that were great, but when Consuela did a rectorine, Josh and I were sitting on each side of her, and the look on her face, it was just where Josh were like,
did that actually just happen?
She was so exotically.
It was one of those. Oh my god.
Incredible.
And the more she talked, the more we hunched over, and we were just.
And Lenny, you and I looked at each other, and we were like,
"That was the best." That was great. Yeah, and then DeCal to top it off. That was a great night. Damn it, that was a great night. Oh man, I would pay money to do that again.
I think it was when we were on the Pride. We went from Liars Club right into Quest. It was a great night.
Oh, that's a grown-up night right there. That's a lot of fun, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, that Quest is crazy.
Yeah.
I can't.
Ted said he sent it to Messenger.
All right,
I'm sending it to you right now. You got to put this up. You know, we were talking about this, but here, hold on.
I got Paulie's message saying no sound. You making fun of the Westview kids. I'm really surprised that this isn't here. Oh, let's open Messenger, see if that works.
Josh, can you drop it in the Zoom chat?
I don't know if I go off of Facebook, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep looking. I don't. Or somebody. Yeah, it's not in my Messenger, dude. I know I'm not screwing this up. So maybe he sent it to the wrong.
Here we go. All right, I'm sending it to you on Messenger right now.
All right, man. Let's do this. Josh. There's a guy named There's someone named Princess Pretty that wants to send me a message. Is that you guys?
Ooh.
Get those all. You don't get those? There's always like
check it out.
Okay. There's always a picture of a girl in her 20s. So what are you doing? I'm like, shut up. This isn't you and you don't want me. Cut it out. Quit messing around. All right, let's try this a different way.
Let me know if you got it. It's a great shot.
It.
Kudos to Calvin Sean Champagne Martins. There you go. Oh my God, Paulie! And then there's a picture of us in the murder mystery.
Oh God! And even like doing Q&A with you was always fun too, Josh.
Shout out to Ted Klug because he found all these pictures. I don't know.
Ted, thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you're here because if it wasn't for you, the show would suck. I am not prepared. My sound isn't working half the time. It's just chaos.
And this one's a kudos to my buddy Frank Risk. Do you remember, Paul, my buddy? We dressed him up. We did the Miss Carnival. I don't know if this was on the Pride.
I think it was on the Welcome Aboard show for like Valentine's Day or something like that.
Welcome Aboard show, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna post this too.
Oh, Frank just sent me something too. Oh yeah, Frank just sent a whole bunch over. That's awesome.
This is great. Yeah, I got none
the
of
audience
them.
has
Even happening.
The audience has no idea what we're all looking at.
Yeah, they're like, what? They're like, what kind of show? What's happening here?
They get to just see our reactions.
Oh, thank God. All right, here we go. I finally found him.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him.
But you know what? But that's
who's that in the dress? Josh, is that you in the dress?
That's Frank. That's my buddy Frank. And Paulie, you were my assistant cruise director at the time, right?
Yep. No, Calvin was the assistant cruise director. I was still a host.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So really quick.
So I had one of the hosts literally take the guests out to their cabins while I was finishing the show, and the finale was a Miss Carnival Pride beauty pageant kind of thing. So this is my buddy Frank. This is one of my best buddies, Frank. He dressed up in a dress and did his.
All right, well we're gonna share the screen. Let's see if you can walk us through these.
Me and Calvin in the murder mystery. Yep. All
right, hold on.
Look at that costume.
The best.
All right, that's the Liars Club, right? You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Liars Club. There's got to be an easier way to change these pictures.
Paulie.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what was that, a bingo? What are you doing, dude?
I think he's cheering for when you fell down on the stage. I think that's what's happening right there.
That was murder mystery because I was like the bodybuilder and you were I was pulling a bus, I think.
Right.
All right. We got that. Oh, This is a great one. I like that. Dude, that's the best. That's got to be the murder mystery. Is that correct?
That's it, man.
Dude, I love that, dude. You look so FBI right there. So FBI or old school Untouchables. That's like Untouchables, man.
I think for your next show, you should share that photo with everybody and have them do their best meme to that photo.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, that's brilliant. You got to do that.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Nah.
All right, and here's the dress one.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Nice flip-flops. That's sexy.
The best part about this is we literally had to run because we had about 10 minutes that Josh was killing time on stage. This was all happening while Josh was on stage. And if we didn't make it back, he was stuck on the stage by
have to stretch.
Yeah.
I think that's all the picks I got. Yeah, that's 5 picks.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, and then that's the Liars Club one. Dude, this is my favorite picture of all time now. I love that. That's the night I'm talking about. That's exactly the night.
Yep.
What a great night that was.
That's great.
Oh my God, so much fun. That was awesome. Thank you, Ted. I appreciate that so much, man. That really helped. Hey, Ted, can you show up every night for my show, by the way?
Just share random pictures of Josh.
Yeah, please. Anything to spice up this piece of show that I'm running right now. This train wreck that I constantly have going on. All right, man, dude. We had 10 minutes up front screwing around, but this is a great show. This was a great idea having both of you on at the same time. Paulie, that was your idea, man. Thank you very much. This is fantastic.
Of course.
Josh, I can't wait to get back out there. The next time you do a big, sexy cruise, I hope to be on it. I'll try to work something out. Maybe I can just cruise along, bring my kids or something. We'll do something.
I got some connections. I'll put your name out there. I'll see what we can do.
Yes, see if you can get me on that list. I'll work your show. I don't care. We'll do Liars Club again. Yeah, done. I'll do it for sure. Absolutely. And Paulie, man, when we open up again in California, like for real, let's get together, buddy. Grab a beer or something.
I would love to. Yeah. It's amazing. I actually, when I first moved out here, I was in my apartment complex and I went to the dog park. I had just gotten a dog and I went to the dog park in my complex and John Caponera was there.
Yeah. Oh, right on. Yeah.
Sitting on a bench in the dog park.
Oh, that's creepy. That's what he does when he's not on a ship. He just sits on that bench.
He didn't have a dog, which I thought was really creepy.
Yeah, that's John's thing. Not cool. Well, he used to hang out at playgrounds, and then that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, so, once the court order happened, he had to change it up.
Restraining order kicked in. It's a little hard for a Doberman to get a restraining order. Oh, damn it. That's good. Guys, thank you so much, man. Hey, take care of your families. Be safe. And let's get back out there cruising. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you guys soon, man. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Thanks, Lenny. Thanks for having us on. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for being here. All right, man. That was my buddy Josh. That was my buddy Paulie V. Guys, thanks for being here. I'm sorry the beginning, again, was completely, it just didn't go well. What am I going to say? What can I say? I'll try and fix the sound thing yet again. I'm a little annoyed. It will definitely, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to fix it right this second. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in. We're not tomorrow, nothing live tomorrow. We're going to actually repost this show on Facebook or on YouTube tomorrow. And I'm going to edit out probably the first 10 minutes of chaos. And then that's how we're going to do it from now on. So if you want to watch the video again tomorrow, you can see it on YouTube. And then after that, Wednesday, I'll be back with Gina Brion, stand-up comic, good friend of mine. The rest of you guys be safe. Take care of yourselves. And as always, dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy is hosted and produced by, Lenny Schmidt, duh. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up or a way to go or whatever the most popular social media thing these kids today are doing. It goes a long way and it really helps us out. Check the description below for info on all today's guests, as well as the host. If you're a fan, you can follow them, like them, or even support them. Go to their site or page and hit their Venmo, PayPal, buy a shirt, an album, a download. Anything you will spend will literally help save the arts. Quarantine Comedy airs on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Each show is recorded, then uploaded to YouTube and released as a podcast the very next day. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Everything's 6 p.m. We keep it simple. That's all we can handle. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.